The second biggest problem today in the sport of boxing, aside from robberies, because obviously nothing is competing with that, and this is more specific for amateur boxing, but lack of accountability when a boxer or a coach agrees to compete at a certain date, place, and time, and either calls out the same day with a weak-ass excuse or doesn't show up at all. That should count as a loss on your record, and if you do it 3 times in a year, they should take away your license for a year. Because I could guarantee you if I changed the circumstances and said, yo, forget the fight. I got a truck with $10 billion cash. Just come get it. You'll fucking run like Forrest Gump. You'll steal a car, a hot air balloon. You'll find a way to get there. I guarantee you, if you really want something, by any means necessary, you will make it happen. And you never know. I mean, it might be $1 billion opportunity down the road that you're ruining because you don't know who's going to be in that crowd that might remember you or might take a liking to you, somebody that could help you down the road. And furthermore, like, don't you want your name to be dignifiable? Because not for nothing, but people remember. I know I remember when I match make shows, if somebody just doesn't show up or they just call out with a bullshit excuse the same day, I'm never calling them back. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I'm burning their phone number. And if they reach out to me, trust me, I'm going to remember them for that. The only 2 things that people really remember is when you're really good or when you're really bad. And to me, that just shows lack of commitment, lack of professionalism. Even in the amateurs, you should begin to start molding yourself as somebody that wants to really be respected in the sport and somebody that's reliable and consistent. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, this didn't happen as much. I can tell you that. I know guys that shouldn't even have been, they had no business even competing. They weren't even good enough to box, but they would still show up. Even if they got their ass kicked, they would show up and they would try their best. You know what I'm saying? At least they would show up though. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Word of advice for you new coaches and fighters: don't just trust whoever's putting the show together. Ask for the phone number of the coach and talk to him personally and try to at least make a verbal agreement. Say, listen, here's what I have, do the matchmaking yourself if you have to. It's called pre-matching. Speak to them, be as transparent as possible about your fighter's experience, and show up. You know what I'm saying? USA Boxing should maybe start making these dudes do like little contracts to where we can hold them accountable because again, you got guys out there training their ass off. Some of these guys are driving hours and hours and hours to go to a show only to be like, yeah, the guy, he got a flat tire. Please with the bullshit. Unless you're having a family emergency or you're like a first responder or like a secret agent or something. And if that's the case, you probably shouldn't even be competing anyway because you got other things going on. So I don't think there's any real excuse other than like a super family emergency. And there's no way that's happening to you 3 times in 1 year. If that's how crazy your life is, then that's got to be your full-time preoccupation. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. I think you guys, you should really take these opportunities more serious. Like I said, even though you're not getting paid, you're doing it for the love. And you got to prove that you love this sport so much and you want to be here that the money isn't really something that's going to deter you. The fact that it costs a little bit of gas money and a little bit of time. These are the opportunities that will, if you decide to turn professional down the road, will be remembered by the people that matter. And they will put you in position if you prove yourself early in the game. So anyway, that's my opinion. Hope you found this informative. Put your thoughts in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Go check out my online course. It's out now. Link is in the description. And check me out on Instagram at coach.v_. Till the next time, we out.